Music has been a part of human culture for thousands of years. It has evolved over time and across cultures, and has had a profound impact on society and human emotions. In ancient times, music was used for religious rituals and ceremonies. The Greeks, for example, believed that music had the power to heal the body and soul. They also used music in their theatrical performances, which were an important part of their culture. During the Middle Ages, music was mainly heard in churches and monasteries. It was also used in royal courts and by traveling musicians who entertained people with their songs and instruments. In the Renaissance period, music became more complex and sophisticated. Composers like Bach and Mozart created beautiful symphonies and operas that are still celebrated today. In the 20th century, music took on a whole new meaning. It became a way for people to express themselves and their emotions. Genres like rock, rap, and hip-hop emerged, reflecting the changing attitudes and values of society. Music has the power to evoke strong emotions in people. It can make us happy, sad, angry, or nostalgic. It can also bring people together, unite them, and create a sense of community. The impact of music on society has been enormous. It has been used to inspire social change and political movements. For example, during the civil rights movement in the 1960s, music played a vital role in bringing attention to the cause and inspiring people to take action. In conclusion, the evolution of music across cultures and time periods has been a fascinating journey. Its impact on society and human emotions cannot be underestimated. Whether we are listening to classical music or the latest pop song, music remains an important part of our lives. Music has been an integral part of human culture for centuries. It has the power to evoke emotions, tell stories, and bring people together. Over time, various genres of music have emerged, each with its own unique characteristics and cultural significance. One of the oldest forms of music is classical music. Originating in Europe in the 18th century, classical music is known for its complex compositions and use of orchestral instruments. It is often associated with sophistication and high culture. Jazz music emerged in the late 19th century in African American communities in the southern United States. It is characterized by improvisation, syncopated rhythms, and a strong emphasis on individual expression. Jazz has been credited with breaking down racial barriers and promoting cultural diversity. Rock music originated in the 1950s and quickly became a cultural phenomenon. It is known for its energetic guitar riffs, strong beats, and rebellious lyrics. Rock music has been associated with youth culture and has been used as a tool for social and political activism. Hip-hop music emerged in the 1970s in African American and Latino communities in the Bronx. It is characterized by rapping, beatboxing, and sampling. Hip-hop has been credited with giving a voice to marginalized communities and promoting social justice. Country music originated in the southern United States in the early 20th century. It is characterized by its use of acoustic instruments, such as the guitar, fiddle, and banjo, and its storytelling lyrics. Country music has been associated with rural culture and has been used to explore themes such as love, heartbreak, and patriotism. These are just a few examples of the many genres of music that exist today. Each genre has its own unique characteristics and cultural significance. By understanding and appreciating the different genres of music, we can gain a deeper appreciation for the diverse cultures and perspectives that make up our world. When we think about music, we often picture a singer or a band on stage, but what about the instruments they use to create those melodies and rhythms? Musical instruments have played a crucial role in the development of music throughout history, and their evolution has been a fascinating process. The earliest known musical instruments date back to the Paleolithic era, around 40,000 years ago. These instruments were made from natural materials like bones, shells, and stones, and were used to produce simple percussive sounds. As human civilization progressed, so did the development of musical instruments. One of the most significant milestones in the history of musical instruments was the invention of the keyboard in the 14th century. The keyboard allowed musicians to create a wider range of sounds than ever before, and it paved the way for the creation of the piano, which has remained one of the most popular instruments in the world for centuries. Another significant development was the invention of the electric guitar in the 1930s. This instrument revolutionized the sound of rock and roll, and it remains an essential part of the genre to this day. As technology has advanced, so have musical instruments. Digital instruments like synthesizers and drum machines have opened up new possibilities for musicians, allowing them to create sounds that were previously impossible to produce. Despite all these advancements, traditional instruments like the violin, trumpet, and drums continue to be an essential part of many musical genres. These instruments have stood the test of time and have remained popular for centuries. In conclusion, musical instruments have played a vital role in shaping the music we know and love today. From the simple percussive sounds of our ancestors to the complex digital instruments of today, the evolution of musical instruments has been a fascinating journey. So the next time you listen to your favorite song, take a moment to appreciate the role that the instruments played in bringing that music to life. Music is an art form that has been around for centuries. It has evolved over time, and so has the technology used to create and record it. Innovations in music technology have played a crucial role in shaping the way we experience music today. In this topic, we will explore the different milestones that have taken place in music technology, from the invention of musical notation to the development of recording and digital production tools. Musical notation is a system of writing music that was invented in the Middle Ages. Before the invention of musical notation, music was passed down through oral tradition. However, with the invention of notation, music could be written down and preserved for future generations. This innovation made it possible for composers to write more complex pieces of music that could be performed by musicians who had never heard the piece before. Fast forward to the 19th century, and we see the invention of the phonograph by Thomas Edison. The phonograph was the first device that could record sound, and it revolutionized the music industry. For the first time, music could be recorded and played back at a later time, allowing people to enjoy their favorite music whenever they wanted. In the 20th century, we saw the development of digital production tools. The synthesizer, invented in the 1960s, allowed musicians to create new sounds that were not possible with traditional instruments. The introduction of digital audio workstations, DAWs, in the 1980s made it possible for musicians to record, edit, and produce music using computers. Today, we have access to a wide range of music technology, from software synthesizers to digital audio interfaces. These tools have made it possible for anyone to create music from the comfort of their own home. With innovations like online music platforms and streaming services, music is more accessible and easier to distribute than ever before. In conclusion, innovations in music technology have played a crucial role in shaping the music industry. From the invention of musical notation to the development of digital production tools, each innovation has made it possible for musicians to create and share their music with the world. As technology continues to evolve, we can only imagine what the future of music will look like. Music has been an integral part of human culture for thousands of years. It has evolved and changed over time, with various genres, styles, and forms emerging and disappearing. One of the factors that have influenced the development of music is the contribution of prominent musicians and composers throughout history. Musicians and composers have played a crucial role in shaping the music we listen to today. They have created new genres, developed new techniques, and pushed the boundaries of what was previously thought possible. Some of the most famous musicians and composers throughout history include Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, Ludwig van Beethoven, Johann Sebastian Bach, and many others. Mozart was a prolific composer who helped to shape the classical music genre. His use of complex harmonies, intricate melodies, and dynamic contrasts set the stage for future composers to follow. Beethoven, on the other hand, was known for his revolutionary use of orchestration and his ability to convey emotion through his music. Bach, on the other hand, was a master of counterpoint, which is the art of combining two or more melodies in a harmonious way. These musicians and composers have not only contributed to the development of music, but also to the art form as a whole. Their works have inspired countless other musicians and composers to create new and exciting music. They have left a lasting legacy that continues to influence the music we hear today. In conclusion, the influence of prominent musicians and composers throughout history on the development of music cannot be overstated. Their contributions have shaped the art form and inspired generations of artists to come. We owe a debt of gratitude to these musical giants for their vision, creativity, and unwavering dedication to their craft.